But I do have a couple of people already coming through, y'all, and I want to wait, and they don't want to wait. There's two of them. There's an older male, and then there's a younger male. Thank you. So if you've never seen this before, if you've never joined in on a live, you know, I channel, but not like other people channel, I guess. I don't know. That's what they say. Lola's here. So, you can ask because that's what I put in the title and shit, but I already got people coming through. So there's an older male and he's talking about there's like an argument over a ring. He's not saying that it's her ring, his ring, their ring. It's a ring. Somebody's art bubbles. That's adorable. There's a ring that people are arguing about. Also, before I forget, before I go too far up in the ether, all these lives are put on my YouTube the day after. So if you do have somebody come through or whatever, you can always go there, rewatch it, subscribe. Anyways, there's an argument over the ring. And he's talking about, he had like circulatory problems. And I think that's, Enoch has joined. I think that's connected to how he, long-term watcher and rising star in your life. Hold on. I'm distracted. Squirrel. Circulation, bitch. Something about circulation. That's got to do with something that like how he transitioned. But it's interesting that he says circulation and he doesn't just say like heart because it probably led to his heart. But he's being very specific. Lauren, you are beautiful. You really are. You like caught me. You caught me, Lauren. You really did. Anyways, and what else? Logan. There's a little child up in the family called Logan that's connected to this gentleman that's coming through. We're gonna put a pin in him for a minute until somebody claims him. He might just hang out until later when whoever comes that needs to hear it. Logan was your best friend. Did he die on a motorcycle? Or did he have a motorcycle? I shouldn't just be like word vomit. Because the gentleman that I'm talking about over here, he's older. There is a younger gentleman over here that passed of I think it has to do with a motorcycle, or he had a motorcycle, like he was a motorhead or something. So it's interesting. They might both be yours, boo-boo. They might both be yours. It's possible. They were here before I even went live, by the way. So they're expecting you. Blood pressure. It was so interesting. It is so interesting that he says circulation, though. And I'm not like good with medical stuff, obviously. These two are connected. So let me describe this older gentleman real quick. Like physically, he is probably like 5'9". Okay, he's not very tall. Hi, I'm not hitting on you, but your eyes are stunning. Thank you very much. And thank you for the disclosure as well. Renee. It's a beautiful name. So 5'9", okay, ish. He's got gray hair, like dull ass gray hair. I think he's thinning on top. He might be completely bald, just trying to pretend there for a minute. And then he's got more hair around the sides. He's got a burgundy red sweater vest on. Okay. Hold on there, Enoch, because I'm gonna get to this dude over here. Enoch, we're gonna have to give you a last name initial. Otherwise, coming from my mouth, it's gonna sound a little weird to people. My dog is being really loud right now. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's very distracting to me. I should mute myself. I'm gonna have to mute myself. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to hear the people coming through. Oh, you can remove background noise? Let's do that. Tell me if that helps. This bitch. Okay. Anyways, burgundy sweater vest on, no sleeves. He's got the dress shirt on underneath, and he has a belly. He looks to be about 64 ish years old. There's no way he's 54, because technically what I heard was 54, but that can't be right. That can't be right. But I'll have all full disclosures for you. So that's this dude over here, and he has a mustache, gray mustache. He's a character. And then this dude over here, I know you said that he was blonde. Let me scroll back. He was crazy. Well, we love the crazy ones. But let's make sure it was him, because this dude was the one that mentioned the Logan connection. So that means that this older gentleman may very well be a relative of your friend that has transitioned. So you might have to do some investigating there, Enoch. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, he's connected to a motherfucking motorcycle. Like, I cannot stress this motorcycle enough. And he's like, you said that he was blonde, and he's like, he's just disagreeing about that. He didn't give a shit about his hair. Let me just clarify this real quick. He didn't care about his hair, but he's like, it wasn't blonde. It was actually darker at the roots, and it was like lighter blonde, whatever. He's just being a dick. Hold on. You said he was 24. He says, what does he say? I don't know what the fuck y'all did in March, but he's talking about a story in March. And wherever the fuck you were, like, I know that it was fucking cold, bitch, in March. And a rooftop. I'm not even paying attention to the comments. My apologies. Let me scroll back. Did I miss anything? So all you said was that. Okay. And a rooftop. It's something about fucking March. Natalie, hello. It's something about fucking March. And it's something about, like, in my words, if you guys were like, if you guys, I'm going to get censored. Let me just make sure anyways, if you guys were like hanging out with me, telling me this story or whatever, because like I can see it. Like, I would crack a joke and be like, you two were like fucking Dumb and Dumber in the middle of the fucking winter, just fucking around doing stupid shit. So there's a story. You climbed a gas station rooftop in March of 21. Right. So my comment would be pretty spot on there. If you were telling me this story, both of you. So, okay, right. So you do stupid shit together. He wants me to tell you. So this has got to be him, because this is what he just said. He wants me to tell you that don't worry. Because see, there's more to that story. There's more involved in the precursors to that story and the aftermath of that story. And he's like, tell him not to worry because you're cool. You know what I mean? I mean, I wouldn't have participated, but one would definitely not judge. Let me just put it that way. Oh, so hang on. So when he transitioned, was there 3 of you originally, like friends and such? I have to open up my door. Give me 1 second. Look outside and get distracted, bitch. Look outside and get distracted. There was 3 of you, yeah. Cause he's like a girl named Katie. Okay. He's talking about how he transitioned. And it's, it's not, I mean, no transition is an easy transition. Let me just put it that way. But there are some that are a little bit more, I guess you could say, tragic, right? Oh, you can't have survivor's guilt. That's what he's saying. Excuse you, bitch. If they all heard you burp in the background, yeah. You can't get trapped by survivor's guilt. And like, obviously, nobody else is going to ever match them, right? Never. And so why do I say them? And so why is it them? He told me if he ever died, he'd come back as black and white cat and haunt you. He also says that he wasn't always in his right mind. Then on Christmas Day after he died, you found the cat. Oh, and he sent it to you. That's just beautiful, bitch. I say that with all the love in the world. Bitch is like a accentuation. Anyways, that is absolutely fucking beautiful. He's cool. I bet y'all do have, like, you should put a YouTube channel. Tell all the stories. Tell all the stories. There's like a 20-year stipulation. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You can talk about it freely now. Don't. Why? I mean, I understand why, but I am encouraging you to really question that. I know that it's so hard when you have souls like him around. Also, do this, because for whatever reason, hey, I have a Connie Corso. It's very distracting sometimes. What the fuck was I just saying? I got distracted. I don't remember. Hey, Phoenix. Is he still around you ever? Of course he's around a bitch. Bitch, he's right here. Oh, do this. Oh, man, listen, that shit happened. I'm 43. My dad used to call them 50-year-old moments. Happens more and more frequently. I'll just be talking and then I get distracted by something and it's gone. Do this also, right? I love all you bitches. I love all of you. Thank you so much for trying to keep me on track here. You have survivor's guilt, right? So where's the addiction, if I may ask? Like, was that a big part of back then? First of all, that's a lot of question marks. What? That's you? Okay. Knock it the fuck off. Knock it off. Mm-hmm. See, the addiction for you, him and was an alcoholic too bad. Yeah, I mean, alcohol, I know it's legal, but it's terrible. Like, Jack is the devil, bitch. Anyways. See, that's what you're supposed to do with this. Like you're so there, but like I know you say that it's you, and I do understand that. But it really wasn't just you. Like he struggled with addiction. I believe the Katie girl, because the three of you are like the triad. You know, you're the trifecta. So all three of you must have struggled at some point, right? But see, it's that because you are very spiritually intelligent. And you don't want nobody to know. Like you'll have a handle named Enoch, but like the average person, right, on TikTok, but like the average person ain't gonna know shit about shit. Fed into each other bad, yeah, right. But see, that was like that is what the gift is. That is what the diamond in the rough is. You're an Aquarius. My son's an Aquarius. You're very like, but you're also more than an Aquarius. But I understand where you're putting that in there. That'd be me. That'd be like me saying, "Well, I'm an Aries," so you know. But bitch, you are supposed to. You are supposed to. Advocate. Like you're supposed to advocate. You're supposed to go around telling all those stories, all the stories, the illegal stories, the legal stories, the tragic stories, the really dark stories, and then the really spiritually enlightened moments that came out of that. That's how you're going to save lives, because you know you want to go out there and save lives. That's what you want to do. So if you go out there and do that in whatever way you feel, right? I know that these are big words. That's when you'll step into this phase where there's a real serious, legitimate, not tangible, but tangible back and forth between you and him, because he's working on the etheric for the same purpose you're working still here. Y'all are still a team. So fucking in that sense, there is no such thing as survival's guilt. Perception. Enoch. Can you give me like a last name initial so I can just define, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. That'd be like me saying, "Hi, my name is Sophia." I. Is that an I or an L? Is it capital or L? Thank you. Enoch L. It's the 12th letter of the alphabet, right? Samantha. Well, that was fun. Oh, yes. Do this. Thank you. Okay. So Enoch M. His was L. Ah, okay. I got it. Do this. Don't fucking make me. Don't fucking do that. Don't do that. Thank you. Playing with my brain, bitch. They be playing with my brain. Figure out who this dude is. This mustache, gray mustache, burgundy vest with a belly. Like you get it. I painted the picture. Figure out who that was to him. And you'll for whatever reason that's going to be very helpful to you. And if you didn't write it down or anything, obviously I know because they came out the gate like this. Go on my YouTube and at least, you know, you can go get the transcript there and look it up, dude. Because I'm telling you that this older dude, Frank, you're gonna look for a Frank connection, and that is some kind of relative of your friends. Enoch M. That's the 13th letter of the alphabet. The tank. Well, that was fun. Out the gate with Enoch. I wouldn't have it any other way. Oh, it was my pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out and being open and being kind and having great people on the other side and saving lives. Thank you for your service, right? I never know how this is going to go, you know? Is it masculine night? It might be masculine night because I have another male here. His name is Thomas. It's not Tomas, but it should be, but it's Thomas. Hey, happy Friday to you, Danielle. Happy Friday to you. Do you have plans this weekend? My mower broke, so I'm a little upset about that. But I got the one part. Now we just need other parts. You get to know my personal life. You know that I love to mow. I'm like Forrest Gump. I'm like Forrest Gump. Mowing is my meditation. No shit. At last name, maybe. It could be a last name. I do always throw in that disclaimer. The smoker. Relaxing is a to-do list, so I hope please achieve that. Please relax without a side of guilt for relaxing. That tends to be a common thing that we do, and we shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Smoker, chain smoker, like pack-a-day smoker. And that's relative too, because I think somebody still had, or like his wife kept his cigarettes or something for a long time after. Okay. I love that sound. They probably did psychological research on that. Does everybody else like that sound? A lot of times notifications go to the core of my brain and it makes me angry. If there's anybody that you want to try to connect with, I would say call them in. Okay, but they need to stand in a line as per Mr. Smith there over on the other side. So, but you could just really just call them in, or you can ask a question and they'll come in. See, I don't do anything. I'm just trying to get it all out the right way. I don't know shit about shit. That's a hell of a handle. I don't even know what to call you, but I'm gonna call you BACC. Okay. Your dad was a chain smoker. Okay, yeah. They're the white cigarettes. That means nothing. That means nothing. See, I smoke cloves, you know, and other things. But the Lord's lettuce. But they are white, and but they could be camels, like non-filter. Oh, and he was definitely somebody that like, did he have a man shed or a barn or a something or other? Because like he had this like space man shed. I don't know what to call it. I don't have the viewpoint of like stepping back to see what is going on with my phone. Nothing apparently on your end, but it did on mine. Anyways, I can't back up to see what kind of structure I'm looking at, but it's got like a garage sized door opening, and I'm like, and it's wood, you know, looks like the inside of an old ass shed. He's talking about something that sounds really ridiculous when you have to say it a certain way on TikTok. He's talking about his pew pew that he kept in there. Thomas. That's his name. My hair's rather straight, rather frizzy. That's for you, for real? BACC? Okay. Hell of a man. Gangster. You know what I mean? When I say that, I mean that in the most divine, heavenly way, just so y'all all know. Okay, so let's see. Thanks for pinning that. Whichever one of you beautiful bitches did that, thank you for pinning that. He was an amazing man. Like. Mm-hmm. You know that guy on The Ranch, the TV show The Ranch? I'm not good with like I don't follow like television or none of that shit, but y'all do probably, and Veronica probably does. You know, I'm talking about the older dude with the white mustache, and everybody's like, he's a silver fox. That's what most people say. Bo, yes, Sam Elliott. Thank you, Veronica. Thank you, Veronica. Sam Elliott. Okay, D was second place. Sunshine was third place. Good job. Good job. Anyways, I'm not saying he looks like that, but what I'm saying is he's got that character and his kind of like gangster swagger to him. You know what I mean? Distinguished, if you will. Anyways, listen, he's got a lot to say. May is a difficult month, heavy month. It's just a lot, and it's cyclical. It's every motherfucking May. So I don't know, that doesn't have to be an anniversary. But he's like, May has been a month. And the first thing, like so with him, this is how he comes through, just so you know, just so you all know. They come through differently. And a lot of times the way that they come through for me is how they come through for you. So fucking pay attention. Because it's nice to be a medium, but like, you know what I mean? We could just be friends. It's a combination of like visuals and like a couple of words, couple of phrases. But there's a lot of reassurance about finances and the home in and of itself. Like the meaning of the home, not even just like the structure of a home, like the meaning of a home. And then the finances and all of that. And he's like very like, I know May is a month. I know how May is every May, but it's going to be okay, which is wonderful when they say that. But I feel as though I'm going to speak on your behalf because this is how I feel when they say stuff like to me. Like, it's very reassuring, but also tell me how. Tell me how it's going to be okay, please. Just send me an emoji if you're the same way. We, around these places, we call that a spirit guided answer. Home is where the heart is, and yes, every May. Okay, yeah. So we just want to, right, we just want a little more detail here, Mr. Thomas. You're like on this, I'm using my words just so you know, but like you're on this spiritual journey. Hey, Bebop. And like you're at this part where like you are just at the very like tip of realizing how magical, how important, how necessary your interaction is with the world around you. And to put it a little bit more simply, like you're in like a witchy phase. It's not witchy. It's ceremonious, if one will, you know? Like you got your little routines and things that you do, and you said trying to heal yourself, right? All those things are like right there, right? And this, and like, even though I say like you're at the tip, trust me, it doesn't feel like you're at the tip. It feels like you're in your little fucking trenches, bitch. Okay. But this, in a bird's eye view, you know, let's say we're looking from like the Most High's angle here. This is such a beautiful part of your journey. Because you are like finger painting with the universe right now. You know what I mean? Like, and it's so beautiful. And that's what he's saying. That's so when I'm like, you know, explain why and how it's going to be okay. Like, that's kind of what he starts to go in as far as like imagery and stuff. And there's like, did you either, there's some kind of connection with you and a plant, bitch. A plant. I don't know if you planted something. I don't know if you're kind of like into herbs and such. I'm not really quite sure. Is it your father? I may have to mute myself. No, it's your brother. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I have to reassure my Connie Corso that everything's fine. No need to murder anybody today. What else? Oh, the plant, right? Yeah, it's a plant. I don't know if it's a memorial plant. I don't know if you're just into herbs or something, but there's like, it's just importante. It's importante. What else do you want to say, sir? Oh, this is a topic. You just went from the tip to real deep. I'm going to ask. Wayne from Wichita. I'm going to ask. And then if you don't answer, that's fine. I'm going to take that as you're not comfortable talking about it. But like, where and when and whom did the termination, where's that at? Where's this at? If you don't mind me asking. I'll take a smoke break. Joe Cat 2012 is here. It's cute. It's cute. She's like, I don't want to talk about it on a TikTok live. Okay, that's fine. So you can DM me if you want, and I will still say the things. I just sometimes, you don't want to say things in front of people or for the whole world to know. But just let me know. Let me write it down, actually. Otherwise, we'll have a whole nother fucking moment like we had a minute ago. What was it? Why does my phone keep doing this? BACC. You are an abbreviation now to me forever. Trying to heal yourself. What have you found works thus far? Anything? Because healing is like, ugh. I shouldn't say it like that. But there's so many different ways to go about it. Like, it's just as unique as we are. Going through some real shit. That's what happens when you've been together for like more than half your life. You know what I mean? You grow up, you grow apart, you grow back together. Cord cutting. Phoenix probably has a lot of thoughts on cord cutting, to be quite honest with you. Thank you, Veronica. K28, yes, absolutely. I would be honored to do so. Call him in. Prom. Books are beautiful. Books are beautiful to learn on. I apologize for the delay in my face, my reading face. Well, one of them. Somebody said you need cord cutting. Don't take advice from a baby witch. Hi, my name's Jen. We can talk about cord cutting. We can for sure do that. Okay. So call your people in. We'll see who comes in, right? I will definitely, they'll get my attention. So let's talk about this whole, let's talk about, so Tanya, is that how I say your name? Let's talk about, I'm going to pin this. I need a healing so I don't forget. So basically, your people will either come in or you can call them in if you're new or if you're just joining us. And they'll come through and I'll relay it and it'll be validating and it'll be on YouTube tomorrow. So you can also go in the link. And just hang out and see if you feel the vibe. You know what I mean? You'll figure out how it works. Oh, you did answer me. So you went to a psychic when you were as a kid. Past life, it was adopted mom's mother and was burnt at. I'm sure that's going to stake as witch, right? Every psychic in the world will be like, you were in the Salem witch trials. Put a pin in that, BACC. I'll get back to that one. I'll make sure that all the details are there this time, though. Okay. Healing. Listen. Can you, so you said you need a healing. Can you, I know I'm asking you to type, and sometimes that's a lot, but can you just type briefly up in there? What do you mean by you're in need of a healing? Just explain that to me. You'll know if it's true, if it's past life, bitch. You will know if it's motherfucking true because it will resonate cellularly. Cellularly. If you want to really understand that, go on my YouTube or my Spotify and listen to Raised by Spirit. It's 14 passages and you'll get it by the end. You'll get it by the end. Yeah, you wouldn't be here if you weren't spiritual. We like spiritual here, and we like a little bit of sass, you know. Whole family was practicing. What do you mean practicing? What were they practicing? There's a lot of different things you could practice, Tanya. Thank you, Stacy. Love the sass. You gotta have the sass. You know what I mean? That's why the Most High has a sense of humor. Shit. Tuh. Good sass, though. You know what I mean? Like high vibe sass. Your mama, Billy. Call her in. And ask your questions. Type whatever you want. Like I know that y'all know that I won't lie. Or you don't know that, but I'm telling you I won't. Like I literally can't, bitch. I'm like Jim Carrey. The goddamn pen is blue. You know what I mean? Okay, so they white witches. They've all passed. Well, you know, all right. You want to talk about it? Because we can talk about it. We can talk about that. So Tanya says past family members were all white witches practicing. They're all past now, right? But you also said you got a lot of healing to do. So what I wanted to say to that, because of whom? Oh wait, oldest husband. Difficulties with husband. I don't know why I'm saying oldest. You are the oldest alive. Okay, listen. I know that. Look, when people, I'm talking people in general. No judgment, just observant. But as we learn through things, I know that they're good souls and they had good intents, but sometimes when they're not they're not at that point of evolution. You can have every good intent in the world, but you're still creating something. that has a karmic tie to it. And though it's not a greater karmic tie, if they would have known what they were doing, you know what I mean? They made choices out of like ignorance, not out of being unjust or, you know, working, let's say, on the opposing side. Okay, so they fucked up is what I'm trying to say in a very eloquent way, but I can't do it all the time. So they made choices that really they thought were good. They weren't. And it's generational, right? Because that's just how it works with everybody regardless. So this is what I'm going to tell you. If you haven't heard, like I did not create this. There's a little bit of a story behind it. I haven't really told the whole story, but there's a few meditations on my YouTube if you meditate, and they're all titled The Courts of Heaven, because this is a karmic against divine law situation you got going on here. You got to take it to the courts. So, and Robert Henderson is somebody that he's like, we don't want to call him the inventor of the courts, but he's who's known for it. He's very a bit of a different category genre, but it's, if you take it to the courts, bitch. Take it to the judge of all and be like, look, I am being, no, nobody is perfect, but because this is karmic and generational, and because this deals with divine law, you're dealing with being a substitute. Like you bitch are, how do I say this? Inadvertently feeling the karmic debt and cycle because of the divine law that was broken. You haven't done anything to have these things brought against you in this life. This is just divine law playing out. But if you take it to the courts and you say, listen here, Most High, I know that these are your rules. My meditations walk you all through it. I know that these are your rules. And I know that what my ancestors did for some odd generations back is still affecting me. But I didn't have anything to do with it, sir. I had nothing to do with it. And because these are your rules, I'm acknowledging it. I'm going to have you make the call and you relinquish it, bitch. And this shit will break. Go ask a couple of people that follow. You know what I mean? Because they've done it. They've done it. And they've seen instant, like not instantaneous. I don't want to give unrealistic expectations, but like you're taking it to the Most High and the Most High of courts. Take it to the courts. And if you have any questions on that, please ask. Please ask. That'll help you though. Those meditations are like mind-blowing. You know what I mean? I was doing some wishy shit the other day though, you know? I know Phoenix is doing some wishy shit. It's just time. How do we find out? How do we read it, Jennifer? How do we find our own self? Is it through meditation? It's best through meditation. But meditation is really hard because you're dealing you are dealing with the psychology aspect of your shit before you get to that Zen place, or in between. You bounce in between, you know what I mean? And I say that because there's parts of our mind that will show us what we're comfortable with, and that isn't always the same as what the truth is. So you gotta like work it. It's usually trauma or fear that blocks you in any given area at any given time throughout all time and space. And I know that's such a spirit guide thing to say, but it's true. It's true. Oh yeah. The body, isn't it the body keeps the score? I talk about that in my book, you know. It's fucking true. I can't even, like, I could tell, but I don't want to spoil the book. But yes, it's all about that. It's all about that. It's true. I've seen it in the flesh, lived it, birthed it. By the way, I'm going to drop this real quick. If y'all want to hear the best story I have ever retold in my life, go watch Angels that rise, or some that angels that rise against demons in disguise. It's on my YouTube. The first 2 episodes are out. There's one more episode that'll be out next week. It is fucking. You want to know what a spiritual retreat actually looks like? Go watch that. Go watch that. The name of the book is Raised by Spirit, Bloodline by Design. That's on YouTube and Spotify. They all are on YouTube and Spotify. But this fucking story, the 1010 experience, listen. It's off the charts. It's off the charts. It's got everything. And this isn't me telling you this. This is what the girls have told me, because I didn't show them any. You're not going to know what I'm talking about until you go watch it. But just go watch it, bitch. Just go watch it. The final one will be out. I almost said tomorrow. No, it won't, bitch. No, it won't be out tomorrow. It'll be out on the May 29th, the last one. The finale. 1010 experience. I do have a female that's here. I don't know if this is her name or if she's connected to somebody, but she's mentioning the name Martha. So, Martha. She is in a chair though, and I'm trying to, it's a little blurry. I'm trying to see if it's a wheelchair or it's just a regular chair, but they do not normally come through sitting in chairs, just so you know. So like the fact that she's sitting it could be Marsha. BACC, is that you? This happens every time I go live. I would take Marsha, but she's in a chair. Yes, okay. It's BACC. We got to come up with a nice little acronym for that. Right here, bitch. That's your mom? Okay. Right here. Right here. This is where you feel pressure. It's literally right here. Like, it's literally right there. I laugh because me and my son say it all the time. Literally. Anyways, pressure. Okay. This is her. Now listen to me, ma'am. She speaks to you telepathically, and we need to talk about what the fuck that means. That's not what she said. That's how I'm saying it. But she is emphasizing this. And so she's either speaking to you telepathically or through feelings, sensations, notifications, clairsentience / empath. That's all it is, bitch. But the telepathic thing, this is what you need to understand. It is instantaneous for the most part. You just fucking know. And she has been trying to speak it to you. She would say the same thing. Well, she's been trying to speak it with you. And you're not listening. And it's not because you're not listening. It's because you don't know, that you don't realize that that's her. And she's like, it's me. Will you listen, please? Because this means nothing, right? People will be like, I have a feeling here. Okay, well, what does that mean? We don't know. It could mean many things. Trust me, you want the telepathic communication over the feels any day. I'm anti-feels for a lot of reasons. Well, then there you go. You should be here, Michelle. You should be here. Hopefully it's your kind of vibe. You know what I mean? She was never kind to you as a child. She don't look kind. I mean, she's coming through kind. But if I just go by looking at her, you know, she doesn't have that feel to her. She goes, well, neither was your dad. My apologies that came out very fast. My apologies that came out very fast. But that's what she said. Technically what she said was, well, neither did your dad, but you view it differently from her than you do from your dad. Like somehow it's worse because it's from her and it's not. And your dad kind of did the same thing, but it's like we kind of looked over that. Margie. Okay. Hang on, Michelle. We will try and call Margie in intentionally as soon as we get done with BAC's crew over here. Thanks for hanging, K28. Okay, I understand why you have to go to the courts. I understand why you have to go to the courts now. I'm glad you're enjoying the chat. My goodness. So they were talking about before she came through, your other people, about like, you know, what the white witches or the practicing women in your family before you, what they did and blah blah blah, right? But like, you got to understand, your mother and your grandmother, her mom, they were the ones. If we're gonna point a finger, we're gonna point a finger at them. And though it's out of ignorance, like not knowing, not understanding, and doing something blindly, that does not lessen the trauma that it caused. Does this make sense to you? Because this is not something that can typically be talked about freely on the TikTok. Does that make sense to you though? Like, we're talking like trauma. Schmactual. I don't mean to laugh. It's just fucking the way I have to say it on here. Anyways, okay. So, and this was like ritualistic, starting from your grandmother to your mother, and that's why your mother was the way that she was, which was also the reason that your father was the way that he was, though he was different. Yeah, it's very ritualistic. It's very not white, not upright. I don't like saying like that, but not. It wasn't. No. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, we're still with Marsha for sure. Marsha. But look, I need you to understand this. Okay. She's coming through the way that she's coming through so that you understand that it's her. She's talking about all these things. But what you got to understand about her soul is now she is in the right place. It's your brother. So now she is operating in total uprightness, in alignment with divine law. And so like, she is able to help you. Let me go ahead and mute myself. Do you guys have pets? Anybody have pets up in here? Dog lovers? Anybody have any Connie Corsos? Any Mastiffs? Any Pitty Pitties? Yes. Okay, good. Beautiful. Puppy interrupts. Yes. Golden Retriever. Oh, I had a Golden Retriever named Turner, and he lived for 17 years. German Shepherd. I had a white German Shepherd when I was little. His name was Bo. I'm going to mute myself again so I can mom voice her. Thank you for your patience. Come over here and explain yourself to these people. Yeah. Lab pit. That's a nice mixture right there. You know, I used to tell we've always had like we've had pit bulls. We had Lab Retriever mix, Old English Mastiff, Connie Corso, German Shepherds, right? But people would always be like terrified of the pit bulls, and I'm like, bitch, the lab will get you. The lab will get you. So never judge a book by its cover. Is all I'm saying. Are you done? Because the wind isn't scared. You know what I mean? You're more scared of the wind than it is of you. She sounds ferocious, though, don't she? She does have a lot to say. She does. She's like her mommy. Yeah, 2 pits. They were wonderful. Yes. Boxers. Oh, mouthy ones. Boxers are cute. I think all animals are cute. Even the wild ones. You know what I mean? 3 Corsos? Fucking how, Donna? Fucking how? How? Males? Females? How? I wouldn't even. I wouldn't even. This live's going to start showing up on Dog Talk. You know what I mean? Anybody in the group? I'm thinking about this. Anybody in the girls group? Channel Animals? Wasn't it Roz? My apologies, Lauren. And you know what? Who else are we waiting on? We're waiting on... I got distracted with all the barking and the dog talk. Hold on. Let me scroll back. Is it Margie? That's a lot. Who else are we waiting on? Who did I say that I would do? I know you've been waiting, Lauren. They need to come through. Michelle. There she is. Thank you. Thank you. Woosah, bitch. Woosah. You got a shit ton of people. I know you only asked for 1, but you got a couple. You got a couple. You are pretty, though. You really are pretty, though, bitch. In spirit and in flesh. There's like 3 of them coming through, and one's a female. Okay. I don't know who this third... I can't get a clear visual on the third person, but it's a male and a female that's coming through. All right. And there's talk. I don't know who it's coming from yet, like from which person, but there's talk about cancer. There's talk about cancer. And I believe it's coming from the woman. I believe. And it's either breast or lung or side. It's like it's right here. Is she the aunt? Did you say aunt before? Who is, because she's saying aunt. Yes. Okay. Okay. Obviously, all the growling made you thirsty. Yeah. I don't know if y'all heard that, but the core of my brain did. Was her, where's the significance with red for her, for the aunt? Where's the red? Was it like, what? It's red, bitch. It's just red. Lauren's grandpa died of lung cancer. Okay. You're a redhead. Like, naturally. So this like ran in the family is what I'm saying, what I'm asking, because it's got to be, it's real important and connected to her. But she's just saying, oh, wait. So where's her ring? Okay, you were her favorite niece and you're the only one with redhead. Okay, so that makes sense. Where's her ring though, Michelle? It's either her ring or a ring that belonged to her. Excuse me, why are you so mouthy? You know what happens. You know what happens when people come in here. It's her ring, but I don't see the ring. So it could be a female's ring or a ring that she had that belonged to a male. I don't know, but it's a ring, and she wants to talk about the ring. Her ring. It's her ring. You want me to just let me describe the bedroom that I'm being shown where this ring was kept or is kept. I feel like was is appropriate because, well, I just do. So anyways, if you walked into this room, you would have to like walk in, get to the middle of the door and then, or the middle of the wall, and then turn to your left. When you're standing right here, after you walk in and turn to your left, you have a double closet. It's just the regular like roller, okay, behind you. And then in front of you, there's it's like a double or a queen bed. It's definitely not a king. And it's got a red maroon, it's the color of the night, bedding. That was her bed. Are you sure? I'm going specific here. Bedding, and it's got little like, I don't know if it's floral shit, but it's basically maroon. And then on the left, so still looking at the bed on the left, that's where the dresser is. That's where the ring was kept. Burgundy satin. You see why I was like, I don't think this is a newer bedroom. It sounds like that could be like a late night TikTok. Burgundy satin. Figure out what the ring is, bitch. The ring's important. Oh. See, that's why I'm like babbling about the actual feminine ring, masculine ring, man's ring, woman's ring, because I think it's a man's ring. I think it's a man's ring. You did take an amethyst ring when you were 13. I think it's a man's ring. I think it's like it's something. It's not hers, but it became hers. So like her dad's, her husband's. I think it's a man's ring. Oh, how many times are you gonna say it until they get it? I was not directing that at you, by the way. By the way, it's 9:14. Does that mean anything to you? Oh man, that's fun. That's fun. So, like, do you have a question for her? Because I keep asking, like, what? Like, I know she's talking about this ring and shit. Just stop growling at her. Well, you ask her then. Yeah, ask your baby cousin. But do you have a question for her? Because I keep asking if she's got like a legit guidance, whatever, something or other, and she's not really saying anything. Why didn't she ask for any parts of our liver? Oh, do you really want the immediate answer? Because I caught it before it slipped out, unlike before. The true answer is because she didn't want to be saved. And thank you for saying saved, because I was gonna say it blunter, but she didn't want to be saved. She wanted to go, bitch. The fuck? And you can't even get mad at that because you feel that. I mean, we all kind of like okay, but like but there is a point. And then when we get to that point, we know. We know. And that's why no one can, she was done. And I know that that's hard. I really do understand that sometimes that it's hard, but like, that's the truth. We are only here for a limited amount of time. Our life experience here is not eternal. Our soul is eternal. So like, we need to really put our big girl panties on about this. And I say this like to myself as well, but that's just the way that it works. We can't get stuck in grief. We cannot. She was ready to go long before she actually went. And you know this. Find the ring. She can be bitchy. Oh, honey. She says, just for the recap, Michelle says, did she give my husband hell when she seen him? LOL. Where's the little boy in the family? He's roughly about 4 years old. 4 to 5. Who is that? Little brown-haired baby. I'll smoke while I wait. I love y'all so much, by the way. Like, I am so thankful that the right kind of people join the lives, because I don't feel like this is my live. I feel like this is our live. Like, I don't know. I just always love the people that I interact with when I come live. So thank you. Michelle says, my grandson, he's 8, and you're raising him. When he was 4, bitch, then if he's 8 now, okay. When he was like 4 or 5, he's got brown. Oh my gosh, he is the brown hair and has the most beautiful soul. He does have a beautiful soul, but like he has a beautiful human body as well. Cause like he's got this, like he's got chubby cheeks. He's got a nice little haircut, but he has like this old man seriousness about him, but these cute little baby cheeks. And that's just what he looks like at 4 or 5 years old. So if like that was him, then I'll take that as a check for what she's saying when you asked about your husband. The B word, that's a vibe. Yeah, it really is. I tried to make my website actually be that bitch nation, and I couldn't do it. I tried to change it into a positive word, and I was unsuccessful. That's definitely him. Okay. You do realize that's your husband's soul, yes? Which answers the question of, did she give him hell? Blah, blah, blah. You get that, right? I mean, I can spell it out. She thought, yeah. No. Same soul. He came back. He came back. Which is such a bittersweet thing. On the rail. It's a very bittersweet thing. My dad said he was coming back. We're like, well, what am I going to do? You know what I mean? He's coming back in the family anyways. No spoilers. And then also, how's he connected to April? Your did you say your grandson, I believe you said? She was always the one. She was always the one who told you what the fuck. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for shizzle. She did mention April being connecting too. People just come through or to answer Peggy. Or you can go on my website and do something individual. Either way. So that validates it for you. She said, my husband ended his life in April. Well, it was a quick comeback around, you know what I mean? Very enthusiastic to get back here. I always crack the joke that like reincarnation is like childbirth. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If you've ever had a child, you know what I mean? Because we go through that and then we're like, let's do it again. My second child was 10 pounds. Okay. I am 5'2", bitch. No. I induced myself. I was like, you are evicted, sir. And then they said that they would get bigger if you had any more. And I said, well, then I'm not going to have any more. Thank you very much. It wasn't written anyways. Yeah. 10 pounds. For real. He came out in like 3-month-old clothing. But he is grand. He is grand. He's the secret child. Nobody knows about him. Peggy's like, I'm at my second place and I have a lot of stuff going on. Call him in. Call him in. That makes me hurt. I apologize that I hurt you. Let's do one more, yeah? Let's do one more. Didn't mean to harm your hoo-ha, Lauren. Delayed comeback. Delayed comeback. Going through some tough times. Everything okay? Nana 6. Nana 6, why'd you stop praying, boo-boo? You said there was 3. There is. But like, and she's in the middle. So if I'm looking at her and she's sitting in front of me, the gentleman to the left, I think it's a gentleman by his feel or whatever, but technically he's just a silhouette. And I believe that is, yeah, okay, I get it now. So I believe that's referencing the husband incarnating into the grandson. And then on her left is an older gentleman who's just a smidge clear, but like, he's not saying a motherfucking thing. Hasn't said shit. She's narrated everything. Why is there a candle? Oh, I get it. Never mind, Peggy. Never mind. Okay. Enlightenment. Third kid. Yeah, that's terrible, Lauren. It could be your grandfather. Sometimes they are loud and sometimes they aren't. This is very true, Jennifer. Do you like being called Jennifer? Because I feel like that's a very governmental name. You know what I mean? I know, and I was super drawn to you. I am super drawn to you too, Lauren. Let's see. Let's give it a try. She's like, I'm sticking around. Is he a legit uncle? Is there a legit uncle? Or is he just a friend of the family uncle? Big, I guess we could call it sports fans. Jen for me, but Jennifer works. Good. At least you're a double N. That's the only way we can do it. Double fisted or go fucking home. You have tons of family that have passed. You have a great uncle. It's like, but I don't know. I mean, sometimes you'd have a great uncle, and it sounds like your great uncle would be many generations back, but he really wasn't because he doesn't look that far back. And it's something about and this, by the way, whatever the fuck he's gonna start talking about has to do with relationships. So we're gonna get on that bandwagon real quick. He was your grandpa's brother. Okay. Big into sports. Baseball. Maybe it was just baseball. I don't know. I'm not a big sports person, so it's hard for me to be specific. But sports. And I really do think it's baseball. I really do think it's baseball. But he's not connected to, he's not any of the two names that I had already brought up this evening that you had connected with. And who is Matt? I'm going to say in your life living, or was in your life living. Matt is not the name of somebody that has transitioned, I don't believe, because he's talking about relationships. You have a cousin named Matt living. Okay. Anybody outside of family, though? Like non-blood related, like exes or anything in that category? Any Matthews? I hear you, Phoenix and Veronica. I hear you. You have a best friend. But that's not his name. I almost choked on my drink, bitch. Okay. This is definitely for Lauren. But listen, because sometimes things resonate. Let me find out. If you had to tally up everybody on your daddy's side who transitioned, like that you know or have heard about, right? And everybody on your mama's side that you have learned about or that you knew, your mama's side has more people that have transitioned. Your mama's side she just has more. And it's not even like there's more people on her side of the family, because that's pretty equal. But and that's a long way of saying that whoever this gentleman is that's coming through that's talking about the name Matthew, he's actually talking about the name Matthew, and now he just said James. I would go mom's side of the family to identify him. And why he wants to talk about relationships, I'm not quite sure. Not really close to your mom. Yeah. But he does. And like, here's the thing, like why do you tolerate stupid shit, bitch? Same reason we all tolerate stupid shit. But seriously, that's what he's asking. That's my way of saying what he's saying. But why do you tolerate stupid shit from, like, it's not even just from men. It's actually like in your relationship. Why do you tolerate stupid shit? I don't even know where you're listening from, bitch. I hope you have earbuds in. Where are you? Are you in the comfort of your own home? Why do you put up with stupid shit? It is. What the fuck? Like, listen. I say this with all the equality in every aspect of life. But like, no, bitch. If it's gonna come out so wrong. But basically what I want to say is that if he doesn't respect, value, honor, love, understand every motherfucking breath you take, get the fuck out. Go learn that lesson with somebody else, bitch. Because you are accepting things that are so below your motherfucking pay grade. It isn't even funny. Like, are you in a relationship right now? Please say no. Please say no. Please say no. Just say no. You are, damn it. I'm guessing his name isn't Matthew. Brandy, take it for what it's worth, boo-boo. Take it for what it's worth. It's not an untrue collective statement. No. Okay, I was gonna say, I hope his name isn't Bot. That fucking autocorrect has a sense of humor sometimes. Okay. Well, little subpar. Little subpar over there. He's not saying it in the colorful way that I am relaying it, but like you're accepting less than really what you should. And the thing is that you know better and you know the difference. You know the difference. You know the difference. It's not like you have never been treated well to understand what being treated well is like, to compare. Like you've seen the comparison. And right now it's falling short. That's what he's saying. And what the other thing about it being on like the maternal side, even if you didn't know necessarily your mom that well, is like this is a big thing. Turmoil and love and early deaths or transitions are scattered like glitter throughout your mom's side of the family. Like it's all over the place. It's blatantly in your face if you are to look at like a zoomed out perspective of your mom's side of the family. So love is a big focus, perfecting and healing and doing all that. What was the other name he said? James. James was another name. I always feel like when I go off this way, I go on my own little ride and then I look back at the screen. Foster kid. Okay, so she's a foster kid, so you talk her actions up to not knowing love. No, this is generational. Even if there's adoption, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It's all in our genetics, bitch. It doesn't matter. So it's there because it's all in our genetics, but the good news about it being all in our genetics is that we have access to it. And sometimes that can be a double-edged sword, but there's an issue within love. There's an imbalance going on with love right now, and his basic thing is you're accepting way less than what you deserve. You know what I mean? Whatever that is and however that's happening. And it's either got to change or there might be a map that comes along, is all I'm saying. Close to your dad's, yeah. Well, you take a lot after your dad's side. But that's only because like we choose our parents the same way that we choose our whole astrological everything. Like the blueprint is the blueprint is the blueprint is the blueprint. Like, so you have a lot of qualities that you inherit from your dad's side of the family, like strength, like endurance, like patience, believe it or not. Okay, but those are all actual qualities that are required to heal and mend the weak on your mom's side, which is why you chose your mom and your dad and why your mom and your dad chose each other, and the blueprint is the blueprint is the blueprint. Does that make sense the way that I say that? What is this? Get underneath there, bitch. Thank you. Has that been there the whole time? I thought I had this conversation with y'all a few lives ago, that if anything is ever wrong with this, you're going to let me know. Good timing, 404. Good timing. Yeah. You did text me, Lola. I swear to you, I better have a text from you pre 9:34 p.m. Okay, thank you, Lord. I believe it. It's channel here. This is like day 5. Whenever it's straight, I forgot about the hack. Lifed, and I forgot. Straighten it, bitch. It'll be fine. You can get another 3 days out of it. This was fun. Lauren, there's something about a lot of you, but I'm going to say this specifically to Lauren Neal. I think that you're so beautiful. You have such a beautiful energy, beautiful soul. Wait, you said, so the friend I was hoping used to say that I had intuition. I don't understand that. She said 2020. Don't use army time with me, Lola. Everybody has intuition. There's a spirit guide community. Listen, okay, let me give you a couple of tips. I'm always going to suggest that you try mine first, obviously. But if you go on my YouTube channel, there is a spirit guide meditation. There is spirit animal meditations, all this stuff, okay? And if you don't vibe with mine, because mine are usually guided and whatever, there's an app that I'm also on, but it is a beautiful app, and it's called Insight Timer. If you don't know about it and you're into meditations and you have specific things that you want to be guided in, or maybe you don't want them to be guided, whatever, go to Insight Timer, bitch. It's a beautiful, beautiful meditation space app, whatever. There's a plethora of stuff there. But meditation is always like, it's key. It's key to regaining your sovereignty. And yes, I know that that rhymes. But in another life, I think I might have been a rapper. You know what I mean? All right, I'm in a skidoo. I'm terribly awkward at goodbyes because I don't believe in them. But thank you for hanging out. I really, really do genuinely love it. And thank you to all the girls, Natalie, Veronica, Phoenix was in here, Lola, D, Stacy, Liz. I hope I didn't forget anybody. I love you, ladies. I will try my very hardest to be on live and come and do this again, because that's really what I want to do. I just have a lot of work for the next week. So after that, though, bitches, I'll be on here a lot. All right. I love you. Have a wonderful Memorial Day. Okay, love you. Bye.